Hello, everybody. Welcome to Community Forum. My name is Ron Vecchia. Joining us today is Sarah Oosten.
Oosten.
Yes. And Sarah is the marketing coordinator for the Farmers Market in Winthrop. You might recall many years ago it was started through the Chamber of Commerce, but it's really grown into something much more bigger than that. And it's held several times during the summer. And I guess this year you're going to have to go elsewhere to move it around a bit, I guess, a different location. So Sarah, tell us a little about how it all started and how you got involved in it.
Before it was French Square Market, which a lot of people are familiar with, and over the last few years it's been rebranded as the Winthrop Farmers Market. And the idea is to really attract farmers from all over the state, even the region, local food vendors. We've had honey vendors, popover people with pastries. And so it's just a place for not just food vendors, but local artists, crafters to come and have a marketplace to sell their goods. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Now, how big is the organization? How many folks are involved in terms of the board that you're on?
Sure. Well, there's 4 people involved with the sort of center executive board, mm-hmm. But we're always looking for volunteers, people to come to the meetings, give their input. We need bodies the day of the markets to help coordinate vendor locations, tell people where to go. Mm-hmm. There is a musical aspect to it as well, so normally we have a stage set up, and it's just a lot of coordination. So. Right. Aside from the 4, we're always looking for people to get involved.
Now, is this something that's run by the town, or is this a town function?
Well, it's supported by the town, and
mm-hmm.
initially we did have town representatives to help us sort of move things along, but now it's an all-volunteer committee. We're all just people who are dedicated to make this market successful, mm-hmm. And we found that it's had a really good response. People love to come down, and Sunday afternoon or Sunday morning kind of activity for families and mm-hmm. Really anybody. So.
Now, do you have a budget?
Well, we work with a certain budget every year depending on what kind of sponsorships we get. Of course, the vendors have a fee that they pay. It's really mm-hmm. a nominal fee in comparison to some of the other markets that happen around Boston. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, we try to work with some of the money we've collected as far as marketing is concerned. Right. We do a lot of giveaways during the summer. We also give to local charities at the end of the year. Mm-hmm. So we really try to give back. It's a not-for-profit organization, so we're not in it to make money. Right. But the money right. we do collect, we like to allocate it right. So
now you. If someone wants to get involved, if a vendor wants to get involved, is there some process they go through about where their location is going to be, or is it a first come, first served type of thing?
It's really our president and operations coordinator that determines where people are set up. As far as vendors getting involved, we have an application process. Mm-hmm. People can go onto the website, winthropfarmersmarket.com, and apply. And if it seems to be the right fit for our market, then they'll get accepted. They pay the fee for whichever dates they've chosen, mm-hmm. and then they'll be informed throughout the season. What time to be where, and then when they arrive, they'll be told where to go. So
now you try to mix it up. I noticed that a lot of the fruit and produce will mm-hmm. be spread out. They're not all put in one section. Yeah. Is there some methodology that's put through all this in terms of how folks can walk the square?
Sure, yeah. I mean, I think you don't want to put all the same vendors in one spot. We want people to really walk around the market and visit as many vendors as possible. Mm-hmm. Sometimes vendors are at certain markets and not at other markets, but that's simply to do with vendors have other markets to do throughout the season, or they may have different commitment for the days. We're every other Sunday starting on June 18th this year, so it's just the 10 markets on those particular days. So if vendors have other things, then they may or may not be able to commit for each day. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, we try to keep things fresh and make sure that people are seeing different things when they come. And yeah,
I've seen I've been down it several times, and it seems that the interest has grown in terms of the citizens coming down there. Are you seeing that more vendors are inquiring about?
Yeah. I mean, I think definitely, you have the vendors and the people that are interested, and then the more people you have, the more vendors there are. So the idea is that each year it'll just keep growing, mm-hmm. not just with the number of vendors, but the number of people that are visiting, and not just, sort of Winthrop people. We want people from surrounding areas to come and enjoy our market. And in comparison, I think we've done a really good job with growing the market the way we have. So
now, how about the merchants that are in the center? Are there merchants in the center that get involved? Are they seeing any kind of spillover of maybe customers that come from out of town, going
Yeah.
into the
Well, I mean, I
establishments?
can't speak firsthand as far as if they've had an increase of business, but we do see a lot of people going into the local coffee shops. They go in and get a iced coffee and walk around. I think we've encouraged some of the businesses to stay open on the Sunday if they're not normally open, because you have the influx of people.
Right.
It's only good for the businesses to be there and open. So yeah, I mean, I would say overall, we would hope that that's the case.
We have some video of the market. If we can roll that now, Matt, we can kind of take a look at it. Now, this happens to be a young lady that has a clothing outfit in Winthrop.
Yep, that would be me. Yeah, I'm actually one of the vendors. I have a business in town.
So it is you.
It is me. It is me. So this is another spot. This is Webster First. They're a big sponsor of ours every year, which is fantastic. This was during our Halloween themed event, which happens in October. Really popular with the kids. They get candy from each of the vendors. We encourage everyone to go around to each table and get some candy. So it's been a big turnout. We're going to continue with that, I think.
Looks
each
like an overcast day. So
Yeah.
usually you do this rain or shine, I believe.
Well, yeah, we've had some inclement weather. There
you
we
are.
are. Yeah, that's the side of my fashion truck. Here's some more vendors. We're around French Square, or we have been. That will change just for this year. We have a big variety of vendors. You can see some, pumpkins and things. This was obviously in the fall last year.
It's vegetables.
The vegetables and fruits, sell
That's
out.
what we love. Yeah.
Yeah, people really
You have to
come
get down there early to get the good stuff.
Yep.
So to speak.
And we have some local jewelry makers as well, all handmade things in this case. We just really like to promote having businesses down there, local people. It's a big hit as well. People come down for gifts. Look more Halloween.
Halloween.
The kids get into it. It's great.
So tell me what's going to happen this year, now that they're doing a lot of work in the center area. When is your first one this year?
June 18th is the opening day.
And where's it going to be?
So we're going to be in front of the in front of Larson Rink in the parking area there. It's just a temporary thing. We'll see what happens for next year, but we will be there. We're kind of enthusiastic about it. I mean, it is on the main road there, so we're hoping to get a little more visibility for people who might just be driving by. But we're working out the logistics still with how vendors will access the parking area and set up and that kind of thing. But yeah, we're enthusiastic about it.
That's good. Now, do you do any marketing out of Winthrop? In other words, do you do any advertising out of Winthrop, let's say in North Shore, newspapers or magazines or anything like that?
Well, we haven't. I'm not sure that we've done anything specifically sort of North Shore. We have advertised in the Revere papers, East Boston, Winthrop. We do a lot of social media. I mean, we get a really strong reach through Facebook. We're on Instagram, Twitter. I mean, we're really pushing the social media aspect of things and tend to get a lot of traction that way.
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
That's a big deal.
So, and then word of mouth, we pass out flyers. Like I said, we do a lot of giveaways so that it, is incentive for people to come down and pick up their gifts and that kind of thing. So yeah.
Now, the DPW, they're involved in coming down. They set up for you. They close off the area with
Yes.
Gates and so forth.
Yeah, they've been a big help. They've come down and helped us out. They, put up the barriers so people know not to drive around the square. Help with the stage for our musicians. So it's been a cooperative deal. It's not just sort of this for people. I mean, it's really a lot of people involved to get it to make it happen. But yeah, they've been a big help. So we have more vendors. It's really a fun few hours on the Sunday for sure.
Especially if it's a nice day.
Yeah, I mean, it was a mix of days last year. You just do the best you can. Yeah. But as long as it's not raining, normally it's a
good old baked goods.
Yep, yeah, those sell out, as well. Nice breads and cakes.
Pantadosi, they're down there almost all the time, are they not?
Yeah, we had them several times last year. Hopefully they'll be back this year as well. Again, we're really focusing on getting more farms. The more farms, the more of a farmer's market feel you get. So that's a big focus for us this year. Very silly. But yeah, it's a great place for families to come down, you know. People will come down before the beach. I mean, I think this was probably the October. I mean, it
Yeah,
was
this
the
looks like it's a
October.
little more towards the fall.
Yeah, it's starting to get cold by now. But
Yeah. Yeah, I've noticed when I've come down, people just hanging out under the umbrellas
Yeah.
and, you know.
yeah.
I know there was one time we went down and they had, a woman was making homemade guacamole.
Oh yes, that was a big hit.
That was phenomenal.
Yes, apparently people really like guacamole.
Yeah,
Who
they
knew?
sure do.
Yeah,
Because you
she
had to
sold
wait
out.
in line.
Can you imagine?
Yeah. And that's another one of my favorite with the preserves.
Right. And one of our marketing initiatives are these bag giveaways. We have these really wonderful farmers market reusable bags that people can either purchase or win. They can come down to the market, and we fill the bags with different goods from the vendors, so people can get a taste of some different things that maybe they wouldn't have purchased, but maybe they'll come back and purchase the next time.
So after you do it, the first one is going to be in front of the rink.
Yes.
Is the next one going to be there? Are you going to try to move around? Are you going to try to?
Yeah, no, we're going to be at the rink for the summer, for this season.
Okay.
So, I mean, we'll see how it goes. You know, it has to do obviously with some infrastructure changes in the center of town, and so it wasn't our first idea to do it, but we were informed that we needed to move. So, luckily, we found that space, and we'll see how it goes, and then see what we'll do for next year.
Good.
Yes.
Good. Very good.
Yeah.
So let's review the dates. It starts June 18th.
Yes.
And it's every other week or every?
It's every other Sunday for 10 Sundays, which brings it to October 22nd, I believe is the last market. But all the information's on the website, so anyone could go on the website and get.
And the website is?
www.winthropfarmersmarket.com.
Okay.
So.
Have the hours. It'll even have vendors that are going to be there in questions. People.
Yeah.
What about if somebody would like to get involved? Can they get involved through that website?
Definitely.
As a potential vendor?
Yep, anyone who wants to be a vendor, there is an apply online page, so you can either print the application or apply online. And then anyone who might want to be a volunteer or just know about when it's happening, we have a contact information, contact form. People can send emails or call, you know, whatever they need to do. So all the info should be there.
Very good, Sarah. And good luck.
Thank you.
Starting June 18th,
Yes.
the farmers market will be relocated through this season at the skating rink on Pauline Street due to the construction going on in Winthrop Center. So don't forget to support the farmers market. It's a lot of fun, especially on a warm day. You go down, they have umbrellas and tables set up and all types of refreshments, as well as fresh produce and all types of goodies. Okay, that's the Winthrop Market, the Winthrop Farmers Market, June 18th at the Winthrop Skating Rink. Thank you.